Hello and welcome to The Thick of It, the Best of BFM special. I'm your host Anna-Maria Ahmediani. Best of BFM, or BOB for short, is a festival showcasing student projects from Baltic Film, Media and Art School in Tallinn University and recognizing their hard work over the academic year. For 2, sometimes 3 weeks, Supernova Cinema, that's located right here in the Institute, screens the work of students from various BFM curriculums that are made within the frames of different courses. The festival comes to an end with a gala where the best of the best work gets to bring home a BOB award. Right here at our show, we will be meeting the students from different programs who are behind the project, with whom we'll be getting into the thick of it, hearing all about their project, the creative process, and their first-hand experiences on set and within their BFM program. Today, I will be talking to new media students Carmen Karus and Jonathan Parn about their project Home. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Privetik! Kas see on õige kvartiiravaid?
Alati meil nende suurperede juures käia.
Liidia, millest ma ennist rääkisin?
Ööbimiskohta pole, raha pole, toidu pole.
Ma maksan kogu tasu teile varsti ära.
Kulge Preili toon. Me ei saa teile rohkem enam vastu tulla.
Iga asi omal ajal või natuke hiljem.
Ole keegi teist on meie bossile suure raha võlgu. Anna andeks minu paha.
Edasi kentuki poisid, palun punanahkadele!
We welcome here in the studio Carmen and Jonathan to talk about their film, Home. So hello, welcome. And I want to start talking, how did you get the idea for the film in the first place?
First of all, hello, and thank you for inviting. So nice to be here today. Actually, I'm not sure where the idea came from exactly. We wanted to actually create a mini society inside one apartment, and that's why we compared these different characters inside. And I guess that was the core of this idea.
Yeah, actually the first idea that we had was that we wanted to create a society in the 80s, so like more historical TV pilot, but then we just discussed that, but actually we can do that in nowadays as well. So.
But we can keep the apartment retro style. So the apartment is still in the 80s, but all the characters and the story is located in this day.
How was it working on the script, as you guys have the same idea, as I can see from the conversation, but when one is working, they all have their own ideas, and how was it working together with each other, and was there any compromises?
Jonathan made like the base of a script, and then we just discussed some dialogues and things like that.
We have done so much stuff together already that
for years.
For years, and for that it was easy.
Yeah, we are like already thinking like the same person.
But why Home? Is there a deeper meaning or double meaning behind the title? I don't want to spoil too much for the viewers if they haven't seen the film yet, but just a little sneak peek into it.
Well, it's actually a story about homecoming, and it says that home is a place which remains in your heart, no matter what happens. Even if some criminals invade it or some action is going on there, you still love home and you still want to go home.
Yeah, when you see the film, then you actually see that there are two parallel stories. The one story is about an elderly woman who wants to escape from a nursery house.
Don't spoil too much.
I don't spoil anymore, but this is one story, and this is about home, coming home. And the other one is like the mini society in one apartment who has to deal with each other, and which means that they live together in one house, but this is also their home, and the word is also home for all of them.
And eventually these two storylines collide and are combined together.
Well, the film in general is Estonian, and the title is of course also in Estonian. Would you say that everything that you wanted and put into the film got translated correctly to the English or any other languages that might get it translated?
Well, we hope so. We made the subtitles by hand, the first draft. And I guess they are all like correct, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that there are some lines that are just very similar for Estonians. So this film or this pilot episode is made especially for Estonians. Yeah, but I think the others also can see what.
Because actually these topics we put in this film are actually like happening all parts of the world at the moment. So it's not like Estonian specified. It's like much more wider, actually.
But you would say, as Carmen said, you would say that there are still some parts that are very much connected to Estonian culture, or the jokes, for example.
Yeah, for example, when a person comes to your home and she's writing down names and numbers, how many people are living here. So this is very common for Estonians.
It's called rahvaloendaja in Estonian.
In Estonian, yeah.
And it's a person hired by government who is like keeping on track on every person who lives here in Estonia, and he's like counting them, and maybe that's like Estonian thing.
Yeah, and we have like our neighbors' cultures here. We have like Russians, and there was a Finnish guy, and
and German and Ukrainian, and all this integration stuff as well.
Yes.
I think this is the best time to watch the beginning of the film, and we should have a clip right now.
Noh, vanakesed, mis te siin ligunete, vahetame mähkud ära ja lähme sööma.
Now I want to explore more about the personal experience on set. How was it shooting for, I think it was 2 days or more?
4 days.
4 days, yeah. And how was it shooting for 4 days and just being in this small apartment all together with all the equipment and all the people?
Yeah, like we actually rented the whole building, like the whole apartment, whole house, and there were a lot of apartments. So yeah, that's why we had a lot of space, but we also had a lot of people, and it was quite challenging for us. But when you had like such a good partner, team member, then you can manage everything.
Yeah, actually, the shooting took place in Estonian Open Air Museum, and because of that, it was a museum. We had some funny, like incidents there as well. For example, it was on the first shooting day, I guess. A large tourist group actually came with a guide, and the house we were shooting in was actually a retro style, like Soviet apartment building, and they wanted to make a tour in it. But we were shooting, and I ran outside, and I had to like talk to them until we had finished the shooting. So, so a lot of like funny things happened because it was a museum. But luckily, we were shooting there at this times that the museum was closed. So these were only 2 days when it was closed and when we had a chance to film there. Otherwise, it would have been like not possible.
Yeah, and there was another surprising thing in the last shooting day. Like we filmed 3 days, and the action took place in spring, And then in the last day of shooting, it started to snow. So
Estonian weather.
Yeah, we just had to really quickly change our plans, and but we managed that as well.
We had to find like 3 new locations in hour or 2.
Oh, very tough. Well, in the film, you're juggling a lot of positions from producer. Carmen is also acting in it, and everyone was kind of doing everything. Is it particularly, would you say that you're in your curriculum, you're getting to explore all the positions as well? And is the new media master's program helping you to broaden your subject as well?
Yeah, well, the new media master's program was actually very educating. We had a chance to try like different TV genres, different positions from host to the
director,
producer, and it actually helped a lot to film this our thesis film as well.
Yes, and well, for me, I just like challenges, and that's why I wanted to try a lot of positions, because I actually loved all the positions as well. Like we had very great teamwork. So in these 4 shooting days, we just divided the days that in 2 days I was the main producer, and the other 2 days Jonathan was the main producer, and other things as well. We just divided.
And the master's program actually gave us some hands-on experience as well, because otherwise we wouldn't have known how to do these things, or how to even shoot, or how to make call sheets, etc., or some materials for the shooting. Like before the 2 years we have spent here in the master's program, we didn't know these things. So yeah, it's well, it's 2 years. It seems like a short time, but actually it's like so big in knowledge.
Yeah, I agree.
Many things fitted into one.
Many things fitted into one, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us about your film Home. And I think now is the right time to watch the behind the scenes and see how it was actually working for you in the pictures. Here we have it. Carmen and Jonathan has shared with us interesting insight of their film Home. To learn more about different subjects that are covered in other projects, check out the interviews from the thick of it. And to discover various programs within BFM, make sure to visit Tallinn University website. Who knows, maybe next year we will be talking about your new project. I was your host, Anna-Maria Ahmediani. Thank you for joining me today. Stay tuned for the upcoming interviews, and don't forget to watch Bob Gala on the 13th of June on TLU YouTube channel.